A few months ago, I made a decision I wanted to learn AI automation. Not just watch videos, not just experiment randomly, but actually learn how to use it in a practical way because I could see where things were going. AI isn't hype, it's becoming part of everyday work, and I didn't want to be left behind. I've spent most of my career in manufacturing, not tech, not software, not programming. So when I started looking into AI, it felt overwhelming. There were thousands of videos, hundreds of tools, everyone recommending something different, and no clear path. One video would say, learn this tool. Another would say, learn something else, and I had no way of knowing what actually mattered. I didn't want to waste months learning random things that wouldn't lead anywhere. I wanted structure, I wanted a roadmap, I wanted to know that if I invested my time, I was moving in the right direction. So I started researching programs that teach AI automation specifically for beginners. People like me without a tech background, that's when I found TripleTen. One of the first things that stood out was the structure. The program is designed to be completed in about 4 months, and it's broken into 2-week segments called sprints, which is exactly how real tech teams work. In the tech world, work is done in sprints. You focus on specific objectives, complete them, and then move forward to the next sprint. That structure makes learning feel manageable instead of overwhelming. You're not trying to learn everything at once. You're focused on one step at a time. Each sprint builds on the previous one, so you're always progressing, and that progression builds confidence. Another thing I appreciated was that this wasn't just passive learning. You're not just watching, you're actually doing. You're building workflows, using real tools and applying what you learn. Because real learning doesn't happen from watching, it happens from doing. Another important part happened during Sprint 3. That's when you're assigned a career counselor whose role is to guide you through the process of transitioning into the tech world. They help you understand what skills matter, how to position yourself, and how to move forward, which makes a big difference because learning skills is only part of the journey. Knowing how to apply them in the real world is what creates opportunities. Another thing that gave me confidence was knowing they offer a money-back guarantee that removes a lot of the risk because it shows they stand behind the program and believe in the value of what they're teaching. But what mattered most to me personally was how it changed the way I think. Before this, AI felt intimidating. It felt like something other people understood, not me. But once I started learning step by step, that changed. It started to feel practical, useful, and accessible. I began using AI in everyday situations to organize tasks, to write emails faster, to plan projects, and to reduce repetitive work. I remember one specific moment where it really clicked. I had a long list of tasks, and normally I would spend 10 or 15 minutes just deciding where to start. Instead, I pasted the list into ChatGPT, and it organized everything in seconds. That might sound small, but those small improvements add up. Another moment was email. Instead of starting from scratch, I generate a draft, edit it, and send it faster with less effort and less stress. That's when I realized this isn't about replacing your work. It's about removing friction, removing hesitation, removing the small barriers that slow you down. And once those barriers are gone, you move faster, you think clearer, and you get more done. And I'm still early in the process, still learning, still improving. But I can already see the difference and the potential. If you're feeling overwhelmed or unsure where to start, that's normal. I felt the same way. The hardest part is taking the first step, because once you start, everything becomes clearer. You build momentum, you build confidence, and you realize this is something you can actually learn. If you're interested in the same program I'm using, I put my referral link in the description. They offer $500 off through that link. But regardless of how you learn, the most important thing is that you start, because AI is becoming part of everyday work. And the people who understand how to use it will have a huge advantage. I'll continue sharing my journey, what I learned, what works, and real practical systems you can use. If you want to follow along, consider subscribing. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. See you in the next one.